All right, folks, it is topping day. That's right. Today I'm going to show you how to top or prune your pepper plants. And also I'll just show you quick, if you want to clone the cuttings that you get off of these, then you're free to do so. So for the cloning, I'm just going to show you real quick what I got. This is just a piece of wet or moist rock wool. I just have a baby food jar top underneath it. And there's a little bit of root hormone here. See that? I'm just gonna dip that cutting in that, but let me just show you. So these plants are ready to be topped. As you can see, they're getting tall. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 10 true leaves on this thing already. And if you see this growth down here, see all that extra growth coming out? We want that to be able to make this plant bushy, and we want that to get light, and it's not going to get light with all these big old leaves on top. So what I'm going to do is make sure you have some sharp trimmers or scissors. These are like these little, I got these from Amazon. They're razor sharp. They work so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to want to go down a little bit when I top this. I'm going to go down to right about here. Okay, because there is so much undergrowth. I don't need all that. I'm just going to go snip. Okay, look at that. I just destroyed my plant, guys. It's a lot that I took off, but you see what that looks like. You're like, oh my Lord, he just cut his plant in half. Oh, what is wrong with Uncle Bullcow? He's a madman. Then I'm actually going to take some of these leaves off. I don't know if you can see, all right. Hopefully you can. These big droopy leaves. I'm going to cut them right below there. And this is the reason why, is I have enough of these other leaves. I don't need these. These things are just big and in the way. Plus I have new growth coming in where those leaves are. You can see the little nodes there. One more big leaf left there. I think I'll leave that one. And then I can always trim it back another time. So that is my plant. I just destroyed it. You think. Wait till you see what this thing looks like in about 3 weeks. It's going to be bushy. It's going to be just as tall as it just was. It's going to be way stronger. And second growth is always stronger. So we'll do another topping, but let me first show you, if you want to use these cuttings to clone, what you want to do is take these couple of leaves off here. A couple of these bottom leaves like this. Like that. And you want to cut some of this stuff off of, see, shave some of the skin off of the stem. All right, like so. Shave some of that skin off, not all of it, but about 3/4 or at least 50%. Now that I've shaved that skin off the outside of this, I'm just going to dip it in some root tone. Tap it off. That's it, see? And then all I'm going to do is just put it right in here. Let's see if you guys can see that, all right? Boom! Look at that. Now, I'm not going to leave these leaves whole like that, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these leaves. Cut these leaves in half. You guys probably think I'm crazy, but just get them leaves cut in half. You don't need them. You want this thing to focus on rooting. But you do need to leave enough leaf so that it photosynthesizes. All right, there's that. And we'll cut this one in half. You could even cut a whole leaf off if you'd like to. Let's see. We'll cut half this leaf off too. Just get it off of there. That's what it looks like. So what'll happen is 9 times out of 10, this will start rooting. You want to keep this rock wool moist. If you're doing a lot of these and you have a tray you want to put them in, that's fine. But if you're just doing 1 or 2, put them in something like a peanut butter jar top. probably works best, but this is just a baby food jar top. And what I'll do is I'll just take and put a little bit of water in there every couple of days. I'll just feel this to make sure it's moist. And, if it starts drying out a little bit, um, as long as you're checking it, it dries out a little bit, no big deal. Just add a little bit of water to this little reservoir. Just fill this up, basically, just till that's about to overflow, and that'll do it. And what'll happen is this will start rooting, and sometimes it takes longer, but a couple weeks, I think will start developing roots. Maybe longer. But yeah, I'm not much into cloning. I do everything from seed, and I have way too many plants right now, so I don't need this. I don't need to do this. I just wanted to show you guys. If you're just horrified by cutting your plants like that, you wanted to get use out of it. And there's other ways. I'll show on some other videos how to, if you're just going to clone, this is just showing you how to use the extra pieces from when you're doing your topping. So let's get that out of the way. Got some leaves here, root tone. Let's do one more. Let me see this one. Oh, by the way, I'll just tell you what this is. This is the one that I just topped. That's a lemon ghostly jalapeno. Look how beautiful that is. You guys see all those shoots underneath and all the extra growth that's coming up? This thing needed to be topped, okay? It needs to. You can leave it like that and it's just going to grow tall, but it's not going to have the strength. This will actually produce more fruit too. And these are from Jimmy Pickles, and yeah, and even Jimmy said to cut this plant back. He told me how well it does, but I plan on doing it anyway. I'm going to top all of these. Everything you see in the background here is going to get topped. All right, so here's another one. Look at how beautiful this plant is, guys. Look at that. Look at that growth. Look at the undergrowth where it's getting new growth. This is another one from Jimmy Pickles. This is a mustard ghost. All right, here we go. This is going to hurt. I don't want to do this. So we're going to take off with this one. I'm going to go a little bit less. Well, no, actually I'm not. I'm going to go right here. You guys can see that. Boom. Look at that. What a waste, you say. Oh no, Uncle Bullcow, you destroyed your plant. You're going to hell. And all I'm going to do is come in here. I'm going to snip off some of these big old leaves because I don't need them. Now, there are going to be some plants that you don't see this growth coming out yet. I do have some like that. And with those, you might want to leave a little more of the leaves that are already there. I can see that this leaf is not looking good. It could have got pinched in between some other plants or something else. So I'm going to take it off. So you want to leave just your best couple of leaves. And that's it. Look at that. I got one big leaf on there, one medium-sized leaf, and then a bunch of small ones. This is more than enough for it to photosynthesize well. And I will give these water today and put them right back under the light. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you, the difference between topping and not topping. You see how big these plants are, though. They are ready to be topped. They're not going outside for another 6 to 7 weeks. So at this point, there's no sense in just leaving them like this. There's no sense in it. Plus, I cannot stake my plants where I am. I live in an apartment. I have limited room outside. I can't have big stakes coming up out of my pots. I need my plants to be bushy and look good, and I want them to produce a lot of fruit. So there it is, topping with Uncle Bull Cow.